What's going on, everybody? Is What's going on, everybody? It's Davey from the 80s, and you are now entering the cinema chop shop, so park your ass right there. And while you're there, don't forget to hit the like, the share, and the subscribe button. Also, if you check the link below, you see a Patreon account. You click it, you become a member. All you got to do is try to recommend movies and music and trailers for me to react to. So click the link, homie. Now, with that being said, we're here today with a review for Pumpkinhead, 1988 cult classic. Yes, we are here to talk about that damn movie. This movie is directed by Stan Winston, who has done special effects for movies like Inspector Gadget, Iron Man, Predator, Jurassic Park, Alien, Terminator, Edward Scissorhands. The man is a freaking legend, so put some damn respect on it, homie. And not to mention, this man is the freaking mind behind Pumpkinhead, so that's pretty dope. Now, honestly, I watched this movie a while ago, but I was kind of half-assed paying attention. But I decided to really sit down and watch this movie, right? This movie is a huge cult classic, one of the most fucking underrated monster-type villains out there. Quick synopsis. Group of kids going to the desert to ride their dirt bikes. You know, they're just going outside being kids and shit. Going outside the party, ride the dirt bikes, chill. Now, this is the stupid part about the fucking movie. One of the kids are jumping the bikes. Dog runs out. Dude tries to avoid the dog. Fucking runs over the kid. Mauls his ass. Dude. And I was hoping that the whole idea about him being ran over was going to look all gruesome and shit. But, you know, they kind of pan away and you just see him on the floor. It was whack. Death was whack. Dad, obviously distraught and upset about his son, decides to go ahead and visit the local hillbillies who apparently have, you know, some sort of ties to some voodoo lady. By the way, the opening sequence in the movie is introducing you to Pumpkinhead and what he does. You know, my man's a vengeful demon of some sort. The dad tries to get the voodoo lady to bring his son back. She's like, motherfucker, that's not how this shit work. I don't specialize in resurrecting motherfuckers for the dead. I specialize in killing motherfuckers. Are you here to kill a motherfucker or not? So man makes a pact with the voodoo lady or witch lady, whatever the hell she wants to call herself. And my man raises from the dead the spirit of Pumpkinhead to go ahead and slay the mofos that brought death to his son. So the movie is basically Pumpkinhead chasing around the people, killing them. My man's backing out of the whole idea, saying that he doesn't want them dead. And he ends up trying to stop Pumpkinhead. And towards the end of the movie, obviously they succeed because the movie ends, right? So there's that. I mean, overall, like I said, Pumpkinhead is really great. The cinematography, it's not excellent. That whole voodoo sequence to me was kind of like, okay, the part where the dude was getting like psychologically linked with Pumpkinhead, that shit was cool. But the whole long dialogue and the blood and I gotta go dig this shit up and I gotta come back, all that shit was boring. I was just like, okay, like this is kind of long-winded. I feel like this is getting a little bit too out of hand. Even like the stupid part at the beginning with the fucking dirt bikes, I feel like they could have came up with something a little bit better than that in order to kind of seek the vengeance. You know what I mean? Honestly, this movie needs to be remade, and I think if it's remade, especially with practical effects, it will be so fucking amazing, you know, but that's just me. Pumpkinhead's design, honestly, is pretty dope. You have a monster. The head don't really look like a pumpkin to me. It looks kind of like a xenomorph, like a weird little deformed version of a xenomorph mixed with Sam from fucking Trick or Treat. But, you know, I mean, honestly, the design is very unique. It's really cool, like, when you're watching it, and my man Pumpkinhead stabbed a guy through the stomach with a fucking rifle. You can't make this shit up. That shit automatically makes you iconic. Off top. Soundtrack to the movie, incredible, amazing, fun to listen to. The acting, it's late 80s, low budget film and shit like that. Acting is going to be trash regardless, you know what I mean? So, practical effects, dope, fun to watch. The cinematography is cool, especially the cemetery scene where they're resurrecting Pumpkinhead, where he's digging him back up. That was pretty cool. I mean, like I said, overall the movie it's fun to watch. Freaking Pumpkinhead is a classic, and it spawned like 4 sequels. So, in a shit ton of fucking figures. Does this movie? I read somewhere that this shit has a fucking video game. It says Electronic Arts published a first-person shooter computer game for Microsoft Windows called Blood Wings: Pumpkinhead's Revenge. The game was poorly received. Obviously, shit was trash. So this movie grossed. How much money did this movie make? Fuck. This movie was $3 million to make, $4 million in the box office. But I'm pretty sure that now, since it has a cult following, I'm pretty sure they made a lot more money than that. Shout Factory has part 1 and part 2. I'm pretty sure they sold the fucking rights to that shit. Metro Gold Meyer has it. So that means Amazon has it now. Amazon bought MGM. So, yep, those rights are now Amazon. Your soul belongs to me. You know, that type of shit. Like I said, dude, it's nothing super there's nothing really big to talk about this movie other than the fact that Pumpkinhead is amazing, and every scene that he's in, he fucking steals the show. Outside of that, I mean, there's not really much to talk about in this movie. Pumpkinhead's just Pumpkinhead. He's just dope. Let me know if you guys agree with my review, or let me know if you disagree, whatever the case may be. Drop it in the comment section down below. This is definitely one of those Halloween treats that you need to watch, especially if you're a monster movie fan. Go ahead and check this shit out. Try not to raise the dead, you know what I mean? Especially a vengeful demon that's going to hunt down all of your enemies and slaughter them one by one. Unless you die first. But anyway, adios, homies. See you next time for the next episode of Month of Madness.